Joining us now is royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams. Richard, this wonderful personal message from the Princess of Wales. Give us your reaction.
Well, I was absolutely thrilled, and I think that this is something that's wonderful, that's in fact going to bring a lot of joy, and there's absolutely no question. If you look at that photograph, I was fascinated by her pose, you know, because it's the tilt of the head. You see the way she's looking, and you see somebody who's got a certain inner strength, a resilience, and I think that is so important, because what we see in the letter, and I mean, I thought it was deeply moving. I felt her video message towards the end of March was, in fact, the most sensitive and the most moving of its kind ever made by a public figure in Britain. And I think this is showing is somebody who realizes that by spreading the word of how difficult it is, because that letter, it makes it quite a tough read, she can also do a great deal of good. Having said that, we absolutely rejoice in this because it's wonderful news. I was hoping she'd be on the balcony. I didn't think she'd be able to make the parade, but now we know differently.
Well, it's fantastic, and I must say that we're getting a lot of messages in from our viewers. Mary says, wonderful news. The Princess of Wales is feeling up to attending Trooping the Colour. I hope she doesn't push herself too much to be involved with too many engagements over the summer. The Palace haven't specified which event she'll be taking part in, but we do know she'll be there tomorrow. Lisa says, how brave and wonderful. Trudy asks, I wonder what outfit she'll be wearing. And Trudy, I must admit, I was thinking the very same. Richard, what colour do you suspect?
I suspect it might well have something to do, as Colonel of the Irish Guards, with Ireland. So, I mean, would one have shamrock green, or would indeed the Order of St. Patrick's, could it be blue? That's where my bets will lie, with the two colours. But what also I think very significant is that I think she will look, as she always has, absolute perfection. And what's so significant, of course, is that these photographs and the footage will go wide. I mean, this will be, the monarchy has been very, very severely weakened by the serious illness, as we all know, of King Charles and the Princess of Wales. This, we've seen how the King has attended so many engagements. I mean, this is tremendously good news, and also
absolutely.
Cachet to the parade. That's, you know, this really will make, it's the feeling of joy. She talked in that video message of how joyous her public life was to her, and tomorrow may it be the start of a great deal more.
Yes, and you know what, Richard, I think we need a bit of joy in this country every now and again, and this is something that can unite most of us in our nation. Cameron Walker, I'm going to bring you back in just to repeat the statement, the personal message from the Princess.
Yes, so for those of you who are just tuning in, we have received a statement from the Princess of Wales. She is confirming that she is going to be attending Trooping the Colour tomorrow in London with the rest of the royal family, and she said she hopes to join a few public engagements over the summer as she continues treatments for cancer for a few more months. She said she's making good progress and has good days and bad days, as any cancer patient will tell you, is what she says, adding, I am not out of the woods yet. So it's not a full return to public engagements, I must stress, but this is a very positive sign that she is starting to get back to normal.
And I like the line where she says, I'm learning how to be patient, especially with uncertainty. And that's something I think everyone can empathise with. It's terribly difficult to be patient when there's so much uncertainty, and with health matters, makes it even worse.
Absolutely, and understandably, Kensington Palace are not going into any further details as to exactly what treatment or what the progress is of the Princess of Wales, other than to say she is still continuing preventative chemotherapy. I think when we got the video message from her in March explaining her cancer diagnosis, one of the lines in that was, it's taken time for me and my family to come to terms with this diagnosis, because she's only in her early 40s,
very young.
and clearly the whole country was rattling around her as well and was really championing her. So it's just good to see that she's back in action, or will be tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Cameron.